Hey everyone, this is Erik Burton from ericburton.com, and a review today is about an atmospheric water generator. Now, I know most of you probably have never heard of that before. You probably won't hear it on the mainstream media or news most of the time because they want you to think that you've got to get your drinking water out of the ground, or it's got to rain, or it's, say for instance, the Southwest is in a drought. Well, it's easy to divert lakes and rivers north of the southwest portion of the United States of America to make you think that there's just not any water and there's a drought. Well, introducing a company called WaterGen. There's several other companies that you can actually create drinking water from the air. Okay. Now, I've told quite a few people this, and everyone I've mentioned this to in person had no clue about it. Okay. And it's really simple. I mean, my family has had this type of system since 2008. The production of drinking water from humidity in the air is one of the most important and innovative water extraction solutions available today. And it really is. Now, most people may say that, you need a lot of humidity in the air. You don't really need hardly any humidity. And even if you're in a low humidity area, if you're near any type of water source, say, for instance, here in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, they've got the canal going all the way through the city. So if your home's, within, probably half a mile of the canal, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be taking water from the air because of the atmosphere that canal creates as well. So, yeah, the global leader in atmospheric water generator devices, WaterGen. And as you can see, here are the different products. This one, I believe, it does up to 228 gallons a day. This one is up to 1,500 gallons a day. That's quite a big feat. And I've never had or seen one that generates that much water, but they've got quite a few here, and some coming soon. They've got one that creates up to 8 gallons a day, 5.5, 13.2 gallons for an RV, which makes a lot of sense. And then we have another one here is Genac. I believe this is a European one. Water alternatives today need manual transportation, high-priced storage. That's obviously probably some type of desalinization plant, which probably costs quite a bit more money to produce any kind of water. And, the desalination, ladies and gentlemen, is really about taking the ocean water and taking the salt out. Okay, that's not what we're talking about here. These type of generators could be placed right next to the oceans, and it would take it out of the air. You wouldn't need any type of system. So this basically undermines the desalinization arguing points or talking points when it comes to the politicians and so forth saying, well, that's going to cost too much money. Well, atmospheric water generators only run on electricity. Now, there's not too many moving parts, but the benefits is the highest water quality. I've tasted it many times before, and it tastes like nothing. Water is not really supposed to taste like much of anything. And so you can see this company also has anywhere you need water. Yeah, of course, it's portable as well. That's awesome to have a little portable unit. They even have an article, I believe, where they're talking about putting them in like a Ford truck or something, to where they can go from place to place and generate water. Renewable water source, of course. It's a wonderful concept, okay? And yes, it does take electricity to build this up. But if you'll see here on WaterGen, innovation awards all across the globe and global recognition. Look at this. Even former President George W. Bush knew about this, but you never hear them talk about it. because it seems to be that it's all for their wealthy friends. And if you don't really get the gist of, what's possible, most people could just go throughout their lives and never know anything about this. So it's really sad that this technology is somewhat subdued to me, because it's been out for I'd say about at least 10 to 15 years, and most people don't realize it. See, here's that Ford WaterGen's water from air technologies in Ford vehicles. And that's what I was talking about before, how they're even putting it in Ford vehicles. And it looks like they've got it in the back, so they can go anywhere portably and generate water for people. Okay, so it's really a wonderful system. And let me show you a Tsunami's product video right here, and let's take a look.
Everyone should have access to clean water. That's why at Tsunami Products, we found a way to create the purest water for even the toughest of climates. Through atmospheric water generation technology, we are able to efficiently utilize the humidity in the air to create the purest water in the world. Each of our machines is designed, created, and tested in the USA. Because bringing clean water to the world isn't magic, it's science.
So you see, ladies and gentlemen, you can get everything we need from nature, especially out of the air. And it says it has a multi-layer air filter, removes dust, pollen, and other airborne particles. In some sense, a lot of people will argue that, it doesn't take every particulate out of the water itself. But the ones I've ever drank from and used, I couldn't taste a thing, But if you taste bottled water, it tastes nasty and ugly because they got plastic particulates in it. So there's no reason that anyone like yourselves couldn't do the same thing. And you can see here, this one's a 15 gallon per day. And so there's a lot of opportunity for generating your own water. Now, is this going to be something that, is going to solve, the entire big scope problem? Possibly not, but you can solve your own individual problems with an atmospheric water generator. So thank you for coming to this review. I try to review products that I know people may never have heard of, especially. And click on the link in the description below if you want to know more. And I hope you have a great day, and I will see you on the next review.